just empty air. Rises, a fever of fictions and hollow disguises. It's not from a flame, it's not from a spark. Oh, just a friction of words tearing up through the dark. You talk and you talk till the meaning is gone. Horizon that never brings dawn. Oh, I'm trying to listen, I'm trying to care, but my heart is just choking on the heat in the air. There's a haze in the room, thick with your pride, and nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. You got those smoking lips blowing clouds of illusion, words so hot they melt down to confusion. Smoking lips, making no sense at all. Every syllable drips with a desperate extreme, a blistering nightmare disguised as a dream. You promise the ocean, you promise the sky, but it all evaporates before it reaches my eye. The stories get taller, the logic gets weak. I watch the smoke rise every time that you speak. I'm gasping for breath in this room full of tales, where honesty falters and sanity fails. You breathe out a tempest of frantic desire, but a mountain of words doesn't make it a fire. You got those smoking lips blowing clouds of illusion, words so hot they melt down to confusion. It's a burning barrage of things you don't mean, the craziest fire that I've ever seen. Not a trace of the truth in the ashes that fall. Just smoking lips, making no sense at all. Let it cool down, yeah. Just let it cool down. I look in your eyes and the fever is blind. You're losing yourself in the labyrinth of mind. The exaggerations are melting the floor. I don't think my spirit can take anymore. It's heavy, this weight of the things unfulfilled, a monument made out of ash that you build. No incense is burning, no cigarette glow, just the exhaust of an ego on show. The friction of syllables moving too fast, a blistering heat that was never to last. Where do you go when the embers go cold, when the lies have been spent and the stories are told? I weep for the silence we lost in the blaze. I mourn for our souls in this suffocating maze. Your heart breath, you're talking the ghost of our love to its fasting, make peace with the wall. Your lips are still moving, but I've closed my mind, leaving the burn of your Bible behind. 'Cause you got those smoking lips, blowing clouds of illusion. Words so hot, they melt down to confusion. It's a burning barrage of things you don't mean. The craziest fire that I've ever seen. Not a trace of the truth in the ashes that fall. Just smoking lips, making no sense at all. Making no sense. Just ash in the wind. Smoking lips, too hot to touch, too empty to hold. Let the fire die out, let the truth breathe. Yeah. Just a passenger, yeah. The coffee's growing cold inside my cup. I'm watching how your lips are moving fast. You feel the empty air, you fill it up. A monologue you built, designed to last. I sit here like a shadow on the wall, absorbing every detail of your day. But I don't think you notice me at all. My quiet words just seem to drift away. I'm waiting for the end, but the warning in the street. A tiny little second to find my own heartbeat. But your engine just keeps roaring, burning up the sound. You never let the tires touch the ground. There are no red lights in your mind, just a relentless green. You're speeding down a highway where I am never seen. No yellow sign to slow you down, no brakes to let me speed. I'm drowning in the river of the stories that you leave. Oh, just let me breathe. We're shifting into overdrive again, about a dream you had, a bridge you crossed. I tried to slip a gentle sentence in, but in your roaring hurricane it's lost. The pedal hits the metal of your pride. I'm just a silent captive in this ride. The window reflects back my tired eyes, a painted ghost who nods and forces smiles. You never hear my fractured heavy sighs. We've traveled through 1,000 lonely miles. You never ask me how my spirit feels, just keeping both your hands upon the wheels. I'm searching for the comma, a period, a pause, a breaking of your rhythm, a yielding to the laws. But the traffic has no limits, the intersection's clear, and I am just an echo in your ear. There are no red lights in your spinning in a hazy smoke. Your voice becomes a frequency, a drone. My spirit feels a little softly broke, because beside you I am so alone. You weave a vibrant tapestry of you, without a single thread of me shining through. It breaks my heart to be your empty space, a mirror just to show you your own face. If love is meant to be a two-way street, why am I walking with such heavy feet? Oh Lord, I'm so tired. There are no red lights in your mind, just a relentless green. You're speeding down a highway where I am never seen. No yellow signs to slow you down, no brakes to let me speak. I'm drowning in the river of the stories that you leak. Oh, just let me breathe. The engine runs so hard it starts to burn. I realize it's never gonna be my turn, so I will unbuckle my invisible seatbelt and leave you with the words you haven't felt. I'm opening the door into the wind to find out where my own journey begins. I'm stepping out the passenger side door. I cannot ride this highway anymore. Let the dice scream, let the colors blur. I need the quiet, I need the gentle cure. Stop the car. Stop the car. 'Cause there are no red lights in your mind, just a relentless scream. You're speeding down a highway where I am never seen. No yellow signs to slow you down, no brakes to let me speak. I'm drowning in the river of the stories that you leak. Oh, just let me breathe. Walking away from the noise. I'm walking away from the noise. I found my own red light. I found my peace. Keep driving, keep talking, but I'm not listening anymore. Just spinning in the echoes, seeking the quiet. Singing out prophecies that haven't been sung, drawing the borders of nations in the sand, like the whole heavy universe rests in your hand. But I look in your eyes and I see the shallow stream, just a restless soul lost in an endless dream. And it drains my spirit watching you pretend, building these castles of words that never end. You speak of the storm, but you never felt the rain, just a hollow vibration masking the pain. Oh, you're painting the sky, but you're out of the blue, claiming the wisdom of a word funny heart. I hear the desperation in the pitch of your voice, like controlling the narrative is your only choice. You lecture the moon on how it should glow, but the gentle tide whispers what you'll never know. I sit here and smile, but my soul feels the ache for the fragile illusion that you're trying to make. And I'm tired of the noise, the relentless parade of the mask that you wear and the games that you've played. You speak of the fire, but you shiver in the cold, a tragic little story that shouldn't be told. Oh, you're painting the sky, but you're under the blue, claiming the wisdom of a world you never knew. From the thrones of the kings to the fire on the stove, you're just hunting for glory, forgetting to love. Yeah, you talk and you talk till the shadows fall, but an empty room echoes the loudest of all. Your silence is gold and your pockets are bare, just spending your syllables on the thin, empty air. I wanted to connect, to feel something real, but you're entirely buried in this fake grand appeal. I pour you a drink and I watch the ice melt down while you crown yourself king of a ghost-ridden town. It's a lonely pedestal you've built in your mind, leaving the beauty of the quiet far behind. I feel the sorrow underneath your loud decree. You're just a prisoner of your own frequency. Oh, you're painting the sky, but you're out of the blue, claiming the wisdom of a world you never knew. From the thrones of the kings to the fire on the stove, you're just hunting for glory, forgetting to love. Yeah, you talk and you talk till the shadows fall, but an empty room echoes the loudest of all. Just an empty room, yeah, speaking to the shadows. Let it go, let it be quiet. Find your peace, my friend. Listen to the wind, just a hollow echo blowing through. I see you standing on the highest hill, shouting at the stars, but your heart is still. You paint a picture with 1,000 words, but the meaning scatters like a flock of birds. You take all the air in the crowded room, but beneath the surface is a silent tomb. It breaks my soul to see the mask you wear, a heavy crown of smoke and thin air. You scream so loud to hide the quiet pain, like thunder rolling without any rain. Oh, the empty drum beats the loudest, filling up the room with a hollow sound. You stand so tall, you act the proudest, but there's no substance close my eyes and let the bassline roll, trying to find some shelter for my soul. Your empty promises are ringing in my ear, a deafening illusion fueled by your fear. You talk of mountains that you never climb, leaving the truth completely far behind. I feel the sorrow in your boastful cries, a barren desert right behind your eyes. You try to fill the void with endless noise, a fragile kingdom built on broken toys. Oh, the empty drum beats the loudest, filling up the room with a hollow sound. You stand so tall, you act the proudest, but there's no substance to be found. Yeah, the empty drum beats the loudest, when there is nothing left inside to hide. The golden vessel shining in the light reflects the sun but cannot hold the night. You give a speech that rattles down the street, but I can't feel the rhythm, I can't feel the heartbeat. All I hear is the clatter of your pride, while the genuine spirit has withered and died. Oh, the empty drum beats the loudest, filling up the room with a hollow sound. You stand so tall, you act the proudest, but there's no substance to be found. Yeah, the empty drum beats the loudest, when there is nothing left inside to hide. Silence is a language of the brave, a quiet ocean, not a crashing wave. Why are you so afraid of standing still, letting the quiet of the morning heal? Stop the shouting, let the ego fall. There's peace in being nothing at all. I step away into the cosmic haze, leaving behind your loud chaotic maze. A heavy heart Let the storyteller speak. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here watching your lips start to move. Another grand tale, another fabricated groove. You paint a whole masterpiece with colors of deceit. I feel the heavy rhythm of your fictional heartbeat. The way you weave the words, it's a beautiful design. A tapestry of illusions you're claiming as divine. Every promise that you make is just a ghost in the room, a hollow little phantom dancing in the gloom. I used to shed my tears, used to bleed for the truth. Now I just sit back and watch you waste your youth. I treat your words like a bedtime lullaby, a goddamn fiction pulling the wool over the sky. It's a beautiful fairy tale, darling, keep spinning the yarn. I'm just relaxing in the shade, safe from the harm. Sing me to sleep with your level of lies. I'm floating away on your sweet alibi. The dragons you slay in the stories you sell, the victims you play in your self-made hell. I see the silver strings on the puppets you hold. You're a maestro of fable, so brave and so bold. I don't even interrupt, I just let the record play, watching your imaginary world wash the real one away. You build castles in the air made of mirrors and smoke, a high-art deception, a transcendental joke. I don't even fight the tide, I just let the waters rise. I found my inner peace inside your paradise of lies. I treat your words like a bedtime lullaby, a goddamn fiction pulling the wool over the sky. Here's a beautiful fairy tale, darling, keep spinning the yarn. I'm just relaxing in the shade, safe from the harm. Sing me to sleep with your level of lies. I'm floating away on your sweet alibi. Remember when I thought you were the gravity I need, the sacred little scripture that I used to read. Now you're just a velvet myth, a whisper in the dark, a masterclass of make-believe that misses every mark, but it's soothing in a way. The rhythm of your car, and I just close my heavy eyes and let the myth go on. You lie so perfectly it borders on an art, a mythology of us tearing reality apart. I used to let it break me, shatter my soul, but now your fantasy is making me whole. I just drift on the sound waves of your deceit, and I treat your words like a bedtime lullaby, a goddamn fiction pulling the wool over the sky. Here's a beautiful fairy tale, darling, keep spinning the yarn. I'm just relaxing in the shade, safe from the harm. Sing me to sleep with your level of lies. I'm floating away on your sweet alibis. Turn the page to chapter 3, you're swearing on the stars. The constellations laugh at you from behind their cosmic bars. You tell me that you're faithful, you tell me that you're true. The irony is glowing in the
manufactured dreams. Nothing in this universe is ever what it seems. To reach the highest level, to be you fake. And I'm just here resting for my own sanity's sake. Once upon a time, you told me you loved me. You told me you loved me. What a beautiful story. Good night, storyteller. I'm sitting here watching your lips start to move. Another grand tale, another fabricated groove. You paint a whole masterpiece with colors of deceit. I feel the heavy rhythm of your fictional heartbeat. The way you weave the words, it's a beautiful design. A tapestry of illusions you're claiming as divine. Every promise that you make is just a ghost in the room. A hollow lit.
Watch the sun go down. Watch the sun go down. On the glass, you pour your honeyed words, but they don't last. A velvet breeze is whispering through the trees, but all your heavy vows are blowing in the breeze. You sit across from me, a silhouette of grace, sailing sweet forever with a smile upon your face. You paint the evening sky with colors you don't own, building us a future from a castle made of foam. I hear the sweetness slipping past your teeth, but feel the bitter coldness hiding underneath. The master of the moment, trading in the light, but your promises will vanish in the night. Oh, and as the daylight starts to bleed away, I watch you give our sacred truths away. Your word I cheat, your currency is there. I'm reaching out to touch, but nothing's there. You're selling discount promises in the afternoon, chasing the fading sun, but you're offering the moon. Cheap little whispers dissolving in the gold. A beautiful story that leaves my spirit cold. Just empty echoes in the afternoon. Yeah, empty echoes in the afternoon. Shadows stretch across the wooden floor. I've heard this sweet philosophy before. You dress your little lies in such a vibrant hue. I almost wish my wounded heart believed in you. A sip of tea, a casual embrace, a tragic masterpiece upon your face. You speak of lifetimes while you're watching the clock. A gentle illusion, a key with no lock. Your words like pennies in a wishing well, trapped inside the beauty of the stories that you tell. But the afternoon is dying, the light is turning gray, and all your pretty bargains slowly wash away. Blow the twilight circles heavy on my chest. I know this beautiful mirage is just a test. I feel the magic slipping through my
The twilight market closes, the neon starts to glow. Your inventory's empty, and it's time for me to go. I wanted to buy them, oh, I wanted to stay, but I can't build a house on words that wash away. Stars piercing through the haze. I'm finally walking out of this intoxicating maze. Keep all your heavy bargains, your sunset charade. I'm stepping out of the beautiful shade. The afternoon is over, the truth is finally stark. I'd rather walk alone into the dark. Just watching the afternoon softly die. You were selling discount promises in the afternoon, chasing the fading sun, but you offered me the moon. Cheap little whispers dissolving in the gold. A beautiful story that leaves my spirit cold. Just empty echoes in the afternoon. Yeah, empty echoes in the afternoon. Discount promises, fading suns, cheap words in the amber light. Let the night come, sweep the lies away. Watch the sun go down, down, down. The amber sun is melting on the glass. You pour your honeyed words, but they don't last. A velvet breeze is whispering through the trees, but all your heavy vows are blowing in the breeze. You sit across from me, a silhouette of grace, sailing sweet forever with a smile upon your face. You paint the evening sky with colors you don't own, building us a future from a castle made of foam. I hate the sweetness slipping past your teeth, but feel the bitter. You open your mouth and the frequency floods the room. A hurricane of syllables pulling me into the gloom. I sit here and smile, but my spirit is feeling the drain. A heavy vibration of nothing, a storm with no rain. You're broadcasting loud, but the signal is desperately weak. I'm searching for truth in the endless illusions you speak. My mind is a vessel, but you're pouring shadows inside. There's nowhere to run from the noise and nowhere to hide. Oh, you're a radio from quiet or lost in a desperate haze. Your words tumble out like a waterfall made of debris, choking the air and suffocating the ocean in me. The volume is up, but the substance has withered and died. A carousel spinning with no one left on for the ride. I ache for a moment of peace, for a pause in the sound, but your broken antenna keeps dragging my heart to the ground. Oh, you're a radio playing without any batteries in, a noisy facade where the silence should softly begin. Endless and loud, but the message is hollow and cold. Just static and dust, taking a terrible toll on my soul. It breaks me to see how you weaponize all of this breath, talking so much, loving the fragile silence to death. I want to connect, to reach out and anchor your pain, but I'm caught in the undertow of your meaningless rain. The hours go by and the monologue never retreats, a wandering ghost on the loneliest, emptiest streets. You speak to be heard, but you're pushing the listeners away, leaving me drowning in all of the things you don't say. Oh, you're a radio playing without any batteries in, a noisy facade where the silence should softly begin. Endless and loud, but the message is hollow and cold. Just static and dust, taking a terrible toll on my soul. Cut the transmission, surrender the desperate fight. Let the quiet unravel the knots in the dead of the night. You don't have to feel every second with chatter and storm. It's okay to be silent, it's okay to be fully alone. The dial is broken, the speaker is gasping for air. I'm holding your hand, but I know that you aren't really there. So I'll close my eyes and I let the white noise wash away, hoping tomorrow brings words that you actually need to say. Oh, you're a radio playing without any batteries in, a noisy facade where the silence should softly begin. Endless and loud, but the message is hollow and cold. Just static and dust, taking a terrible toll on my soul. Radio without batteries, just an empty sound. I'm drowning in the static. Find the silence, find the peace. Turn
let the universe speak. Babylon roars in the hurricane of glass. A million hollow voices moving way too fast. They bleed their intentions, they shatter the stone. But the wisest of kings sits quietly on his throne. I watch the syllables crumble to dust in a world full of echoes. Who can you trust? When the tongue finally rests, the spirit begins to breathe, shedding the heavy armor, unspooling what we weave. In the chasm of the chest, a glowing truth unfolds, the secret that the ancient river holds. Oh, the quiet is a treasure, an untarnished crown. Silence is golden when the world burns down. Trading all my silver for a peace so divine. Yeah, silence is golden, pure and profound. Words can be daggers dripping with the night, cutting through the twilight, blinding out the light. Every argument a shipwreck on the shallow, jagged shore. I refuse to be a casualty in this endless empty war. So I swallow the thunder and I drink down the rain. I lock away the fury, I let the quiet rise, watching constellations bloom right behind my eyes. No need to justify the shadows, no need to explain. The medicine, the stillness is washing out the pain. Oh, the quiet is a treasure, an untarnished crown. Silence is golden, and the world burns down. Diami to Emma, let the quietude shine. Trading all my silver for a peace so divine. Yeah, silence is golden, pure and profound. Conversations drift like sweet smoke in the wind. Where does the meaning stop and where does it begin? We fill up the empty spaces just to hide from our ghost. But the man who says the least is the one who feels the most. I walk through the valleys of chatter and pride, where fools sell their secrets with nowhere to hide. But I am an island in an ocean of sound, rooted in a stillness deep beneath the ground. There's a kingdom in the pause, a sanctuary built without any flaw. You don't have to shout to prove that you are real. Just close your weary eyes, let the silence heal. Let it heal. Let it heal. myself in velvet and gently float away. In the cathedral of the mind, the deepest truths are blind, leaving every bitter syllable a million miles behind. The alchemy of nothingness, a wealth you cannot hold, turning heavy lead and sorrow into shimmering gold. Shh, listen to the voice, listen to the space between the stars. That's where you are, that's who we are. Oh, the quiet is a treasure, an untarnished crown. Silence is golden when the world burns down. Yayami to Emas, let the quietude shine, trading all my silver for a peace so divine. Yeah. Silence is golden, pure and profound. Silence is golden. Let the echoes fade. Find your wealth in the quiet shade. Yeah, just me and my friends, feeling good today. Take it easy. The sun is shining bright up in the sky. We sit together as the clouds roll by. Got no worries, got no place to be. Just my good friends sitting next to me. Oh, this is the good life, nice and slow. Best friends around me everywhere I go. We laugh together till the day is done. Reggae music playing in the setting sun. We share our stories and we share a smile. Let's stay right here and rest a little while. If you feel down, I will pick you up. Pour some sweet tea right into your cup. Oh, this is the good life, nice and slow. Best friends around me everywhere I go. We laugh together till the day is done. Reggae music playing in the setting sun. To the hard times
dissecting